Friends, I'm going to do a stock market update here real quick since I haven't done it. Got so many things going on. I'm actually trying to form another corporation for my son in Colorado. I'll explain it to you later. And anyway, so so this is kind of funny. I'm stuck under a bridge with the rain because I'm trying to get somewhere where it's a little bit to deal with this massive weather front that's come into Southern California. And I talked to a buddy, he's up in Bishop. He said, oh my gosh, he says horrible, man. 30-mile winds, blizzard. He said it basically shut down entire Bishop and Mammoth area up there. But here it's just started raining here in San Diego. It's just, it's been solid though. So I'm parked under, I don't have my video up right now, but I'm parked under a bridge, right? And so I'm just going to hunker down here and get some business done and take care of some things and start figuring out some things about generating some cash and things like this to keep moving forward. All right. So anyway, I do have a trade on the TZA. I told you I've been holding that thing since last week. I got out. Thank goodness I got out of that boil and the natural gas. That thing is a disaster. The UNG will probably hit, I'll show that in a minute, $10 before it's going to flatten out, which is very interesting because we got inflation, we got stagflation. So everybody talks about inflation. It's called stagflation economy. You got a slowing economy plus inflation at the same time, which is even worse than just inflation. But we don't need to get into terminology. So here the thing is, I'm going to show you the IWM that we had. Remember I told you head and shoulder. So I'm sold in the TZA, and I tell you what, this market has been hell. I'm a pattern trader, and you know this, and this thing is just disgusting. And it's been okay. So anyway, here we had the head, and we had this. Wait, is it new? Wait, I'm looking at this. This is IWM. Now let's see. We got the head. Well, is this one the right shoulder? It's swinging out here. I thought we had this. Oh yeah, we had this head and shoulder. I thought very clearly, but I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's see. I'm trying now. I'm not trying to bull crap. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here because we had the head and shoulder pan. I was telling you. Well, let's ignore the head and shoulder pan because it doesn't really matter now. It's because we have the channel here. Oh, sorry. We had the channel right. Let's see. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to pause. All right, well, let's just go ahead and record this here. I get this channel here, right? We had this channel, and my finger's terrible. You saw the break of the channel. We had the saw off. Now, you think they can ramp it up there. You can't. It's too steep. But that channel's too steep. So, but, so it's way too steep of a channel. So there's some people I saw down these channels. You can't do that. So what I really want to focus on, now we got a cup and handle pattern that we've really got to pay attention to, which means that you can short in this spot right here where we are today. Because what's going to happen most likely, so you got this called the cup, and what's going to happen is going to if it drags out like this, you better get out of that short, because it's going to go shoot up there. And that's why I got the TZA, which is opposite this. So you got this, you got a lot of accumulation here, so you might have this cup and handle. But if you get this action where it goes like this and it just drops really sharp versus a drag out here, that means it's coming down. It's going to hit that and come down here even lower. Okay. So we got a cup and handle formation on the Russell, which is 2,000 the stock 2,000 companies, right? Now the thing is that was interesting is we had the gap fills. Okay, we just got the gap fill yesterday, and this bar it won't there. So you can put a stop. You got to put a little bit higher if you want to short here, and because then you got that gap. So it could. I'm talking over myself. It could run higher if it breaks that one candle here, that one on the top side. So you can put a stop out here, but I don't, even that worst case scenario, this thing is you can tell it's winding, it's gone too steep too fast. It needs to pause. So in either case, you can trade in here and short. Just pay attention and be ready, right, to take position either way. I'm gonna hold on my TZA, but see that gap fill? They filled that gap there yesterday, and remember all the gaps must be filled. So now it means it can come down, right? Now we can bring her down. Now we got the handle where they can start pulling this out. Now I've been telling you since for a long time. I thought maybe it'd be February and they finally do the big nasty rug pull, because right now they don't want you to return your goods to the stores and stuff like that. It's still in that window. That window's pretty much closed most of the New Year's, but they wanted to keep things stable. And also you had some mutual funds, I think, and the fund companies that didn't they took their tax rearrangings in the fall, but we didn't see a lot of market activity, so they may have gone to cash reserves, and now they're starting to load for the year, trying to figure out where they're going to position and stuff like that. Okay, so that's that. Now the UNG, boy, that's scary, because I got out of that sucker because I said something ain't right, and let's see what happened here. I'm gonna pause. All right, here's natural gas UNG, and boy, is this a nightmare. Wow. I mean, this thing, and I was never a commodity trader until this last year. Never really did much. It's already broken previous back to 2022, broken down there. So that'll probably be a new support resistance line, but it's already broken down as a support. You got the turn down, but it's going to start to turn here. So once that hits in here on the MACD and it starts to curl up a little bit, that thing it'll recover. But I'd stay out there because it's seasonal. And you can be playing into the springtime and hoping that it kind of comes up. And it's too much seasonality. You got games going on with, well, Europe, England is, and they don't. They do have, every day it's like they do have a shortage. They don't have a shortage. They do. They don't. I mean, seriously, it is a widowmaker. So that one you don't really. I think you're better off just staying away from that now. That trade, we made a little money on that, going long and short back in there. And then the last one, boy, I said I started getting stiffed on it on the boil. I said, well, I'm out of here. You're right, because look, you can come all the way down to here, the 10 range, or the 8, 9, 10 range. So there's more to go. Just stay out of the darn thing. I think there's better opportunities for the risk to reward. Okay, there we did have. Oh, there is a big stick there, so it could be. You got a gap here. Oh, you got so many gaps. This is sick. When this thing finally runs again, oh my gosh, I just did this. So I might, we don't know when that is. Is it next year? Is it? So I'm gonna keep it on the radar, even a longer term trade, thinking about the future. Because there are so many gaps that need to be filled. This is sick. This is sick. You got one there. So when that thing takes off, man, you're going to go whoop, and it's going to be awesome. So, but it could be next fall. So that's why we just stay away from the thing, because we know the timing when that's going to be filled. You don't want to be sitting and letting your money get burnt for doing nothing right. What else? Then sorry. I'm talking like, well, I'm getting too fat ahead of myself. I got just too much to do today, and I didn't want to do a whole quick thing on this. So, VIX here, we got VIX. VIX is still in that between that 20 and 25 range. I told you, see, perfect for. They just been winding it sideways. It's just a nasty. So my point is this: that see how it's been winding. Look how you never had that it's winding. Look how it's just wound. What I mean, look, see how it just keeps going sideways here. I mean, ridiculously bad, boy. It's so ugly now. So like I said, so you can, like I said, you can trade between the 20. I've been telling you even when it's back here. 25, right? So if it breaks this, and then I'm gonna say, oh yeah, we are on a true recovery, but we know it's bullshit. Excuse my language, it's bullshit. So what you got here is once this, I think it's gonna snap out of that soon. And let's see, yeah, and it's, oh my god, it's all the place. Also, you got that curling up the MACD, so it's probably gonna start turning. See how you got this, and then it's gonna start turning and just move back on up here. Because look, there's no really like bouncing back down here on the patterns. Usually don't. I mean, you got to have a little peekaboo up above the zero line. A little peekaboo. We haven't had any peekaboo, have we? No peekaboo. So we need a peekaboo, right? So let me clear that. So what happens when you get a peekaboo above there? Let's see. You got here. See, there it goes. Jumps there. There's a peekaboo. This one kind of went sideways here. Boy, that one's weird. See, this one is odd though. Look at this one. This, generally don't have that meandering. But look how there was a lot of up and down there, but you had this peekaboo and it kind of went sideways, and then it just kind of trailed off. But eventually, well, you got the idea. There's a peekaboo there, and then went down. So we need a peekaboo there. That one's a weird one. Look, you had a peekaboo, and then it came off. So you had to hold some time before the market reacted to that. It eventually did recover, though, out of here, right? So anyway, even here, you would have been able to get out here. It's just, no one to get in and out. There's two parts that trade. Everybody says, it's one trade. It is two parts. But see here, we're not even at the peekaboo, so you can stay short. We've been short all into this for a long time here. And, the TZA to try this. So I think you're good at TZA. That we should see it come back up in here soon. Okay? Right? Okay. Take care. God bless.